We begin CBS Colorado mornings at 9 with breaking news. The U.S. Supreme Court restored Donald Trump, the president, on the presidential primary ballot, rejecting Colorado's attempt to keep him off of our primary ballot. And more importantly, votes for him will count. The ruling comes just a day before our primary and Super Tuesday. Political specialist Sean Boyd is here to break down the U.S. Supreme Court's decision and what Colorado's case means for the rest of the country. And Sean, all the justices agreed.
Right. This one was unanimous. While the justices didn't agree on everything, what they did agree on is Section 3 of the 14th Amendment does not give states the right to disqualify federal candidates. States only have powers that are delegated to them. And the justices said the power to remove any federal candidate for office is not one of them. They said, we conclude that states may disqualify persons holding or attempting to hold state office, but states have no power under the Constitution to enforce Section 3 with respect to federal offices, especially the presidency, the justices said. The majority opinion reflected on why eligibility for the presidency would be especially problematic to enforce state by state, saying the patchwork that would likely result from state enforcement would sever the direct link that the framers found so critical between the national government and the people of the United States as a whole. An evolving electoral map could dramatically change the behavior of voters, parties, and states across the country in different ways and at different times, and could nullify the votes of millions and change the election result. The three liberal-leaning justices, in a concurring opinion, said that the court shouldn't opine on the result of the standalone state decisions, but should simply stop at deciding states don't have the power. The decision not only applies to Colorado's case, but settles all other cases based on Section 3. There have been more than 30, although only 3 were successful: Colorado's, Maine's, and Illinois'. All 3 were put on hold until the Supreme Court weighed in. Colorado's case, the only one to go all the way to the U.S. Supreme Court, because our election laws not only allowed voters to challenge a candidate's eligibility, but set an expedited process for resolving such cases. This was only filed in October, so in just 6 months, it has gone all the way from district court to the U.S. Supreme Court, which usually takes years. I did speak to the lead petitioner in the case just a few minutes ago, 91-year-old Norma Anderson. She's one of 6 Coloradans, unaffiliated and Republicans, who filed this. And she told me that she was disappointed, saying she understands, why they decided that the laws only apply state to state, but said she's very concerned that the justices didn't address the insurrection question sufficiently, leaving that up to Congress.
Okay, and we've been getting a lot of reaction lately, including from former President Donald Trump, saying it is a big win for America. Secretary of State Jenna Griswold responded after losing, saying in accordance with this decision, Donald Trump is an eligible candidate on Colorado's 2024 presidential primary. Well, Super Tuesday is tomorrow. 16 states, including Colorado, will hold presidential primaries and caucuses. Registered voters in Colorado can head to the polls and vote on Tuesday if the vote was not yet casted by mail. The vote by mail deadline has passed in Colorado, so if you are looking to cast your ballot, you'll have to do so in person. And locations are spread all across Colorado and depend on your registered address. We will have live coverage of the Super Tuesday vote count from 6:30 to 10:30 Tuesday night on CBS Colorado. Taking